Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Candyland. And I'm joined here with Chant.
Hello.
And this is another challenge series, you guys. We are announcing the Cupcake Kingdom challenge series, and what you guys are seeing here is our gray block that Chant has put together. It will be modified. I think you're going to work on this tomorrow.
I absolutely am.
And we're going to finish up this cake and expand the area a little bit so we have more places to build. But Fairground Farms, I don't want to show you guys, spoiler off to the side. We have the coasters ready. I think, almost 100 blueprints have been made in the last, 5 days since I announced that video last Tuesday. It's Sunday at the time of this recording right now, and we're sitting on nearly 100 blueprints. And then we have the special contracted blueprints. So I think it's ready. We're ready to announce the next section while we make videos and start recording and showing the audience, the viewers, everybody watching this series. We're going to be, producing all that content, but for the Discord audience, the community, we obviously want to give you guys something to do and not just leave the fairgrounds sitting there, because we kind of want you guys to stop building that stuff. We have a lot. So
thank you for that community.
Yes, thank you guys so much. I mean, I'm definitely going to talk more about this in the coming videos, but you guys have just blown us away. I've had so much fun seeing what you guys have been doing over the last 5 days. I still can't believe it. It's insane how much crazy stuff you guys have been pumping out. So we're going to announce the Cupcake Kingdom challenge so you guys can get building for this area, and we're going to go through all the things that we need built, the special contracts, and I'll talk a little bit more about the special contracts because we kind of ironed out the system since we announced the last challenge. First of all, let's get into characters, shall we?
Yes.
So moving into Cupcake Kingdom, everybody, we mentioned this a little bit in our starter videos. It is run by the Cupcake Countess, and we decided because of Foxy, we had all these people doing this Foxy stuff, and we didn't really think about fleshing out our character before going into Fairground Farms. So now we're thinking ahead. So in the last, few days, we've gotten people to draw us Cupcake Countesses. So let's check out all the concept art for our Cupcake Countess. First up is Meg Rose 29. Made this lovely Cupcake Countess.
I absolutely love this one.
Me too. I really like the authenticity of it. The hard lines. It's really clean. I like
Very
it.
Very cute style of drawing too.
And
I wish I could do that.
It is, and the cupcake's just so big and awesome. I adore it. It's amazing. And I really like the big Cinderella style dress.
A real princess, a real countess.
And you said this to me earlier, that this frilly stuff looks like the inside of a cupcake
wrapper. Wrappers. Yep.
Yeah, it's a beautiful design. Same with this stuff up here. It's really cool. Nice job on this one, Meg Rose. Next up is Mina. Different style of approach. It's kind of like a pasteurized filter of a realism cake stuck onto our Emily here. I really love the dress.
My favorite thing is the tiered shape of her dress, which I think could probably be really easily replicated in Planet Coaster.
That's true. It's really nice.
Really well thought out, I thought.
Yeah, great job, Mina. Next up is Farana. She gave us a whole slew of color palettes here. The first one here is very traditional to our Princess Emily. I quite like it. She's literally built into a cupcake or coming out of a cupcake. It's quite nice. The nice little cupcake on top. Beautiful. I really love this red velvet one. Fell in love with this one immediately.
That one's my favorite. The first time I saw this, I just wanted to eat these people up. It just looks so delicious.
This one looks really delicious too, and I like the fact it matches Princess Emily, but because we're trying to recreate them in our own way, I think this one is a great example of that.
It definitely stands out.
For me, the colors aren't really working on these ones. I think this one could be really good if the green was swapped out for a beige, or maybe something matching her hair. Even a white would work here, but it would be too close because it's just a pink version of the red velvet, right? And then I don't know how I feel about that purple cake on this one. It's a little much, but I love the variety here. I think you went the extra mile for Anna. It looks beautiful. All of them look scrumptious, and I'm definitely a fan of these side ones. It's amazing work. Next up is Rohana. This is really nice. She did it same thing what you were saying, the tiered cakes. She is a cake. It's quite nice.
Let's see, and that one is chocolate cherry, and the other one is strawberry cupcake.
Beautiful. And this is actually a unique art style. It kind of reminds, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the Corel Draw art style. I can't quite put my finger on it. The shading work on it, It's something I remember doing in graphic design and like Corel Draw back in high school. Just the shapes and the coloring of it, it's very unique. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
And I love the customizations of the dress. You know, she took off the sleeves on her shoulders and put in a corset and really just changed the shape of the skirt. So a lot of work went into these. I think they're beautiful.
Me too. And next up is Chant.
Oh dear.
Originally, she showed this to me with question marks. I didn't know it was hers, and I said, this one's my favorite. I didn't even know it was hers. I really love this one. Your color design on this Chant is amazing. The little touches of pink all throughout with the touch of pink at the bottom. You kind of kept the elements of the original in there with the blue and yellow, because that's what she has. And that crown stands out really nicely. I like the white hair approach as well. I'd like it. I don't know.
Well, thank you very much. I really enjoy just drawing these out. I don't know. It's just fun, so I thought I'd throw mine in there.
I really love this one. I think the colors pop really well. They're all so good, but we have to pick one to be our main mascot. And before anyone gets kind of sad about that, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking all these characters and photoshopping them onto what are those what are those photos?
Boards or
the Kodak cameras that they print out the picture immediately. I was thinking of photoshopping these onto one of those pictures and putting them onto a cork board, and then we put that as a billboard. So all the concept art for all the characters will be maybe in the princess's headquarters or wherever we end up stashing her, or maybe out front of her castle. We're gonna find a nice place to frame and show off all your guys's, all you ladies. I think all the creators were ladies here, so
I think so.
All you ladies, all your wonderful drawings. We're gonna find a way to present them all, and it's almost as if it's like Princess or Cupcake Countess's wardrobe, like all the different events that she dressed up for, and that way they all get used, they all get shown off, they're all in the park when anyone downloads the park and looks at it. So we're going to use them all, but our signs, our sculptures, and everything that we create has got to be based around one of these. And so we had a little bit of a vote. Wix, Chant, and I picked our favorites, and it was unanimous, right?
It was.
We love the red velvet cupcake princess. There's something so neat about her being a cake cupcake. It's so good. It's unique. It strays away from the original princess, brings something unique to the table. And one thing as a bonus, it works really well for, here's an example of what we can kind of do with our cupcake, right? Our kingdom. This is me doing a really fast, cruddy job while Chant was AFK. Chant is going to go in there and do it much better, but because of our color palette, we only had 8 colors. We don't have any blues. We don't have any greens. Unless we do basic shape art around this whole cupcake, it's going to be very hard. So we can get a red velvet, white icing, white and red-ish, red velvet Cupcake Kingdom thing. So she can actually match the building, and that's part of the selling point as well. It works really, really well here, and I think this might be the only case out of all of our characters going forward.
I agree. It was a happy coincidence.
It was a happy coincidence, yeah.
So congrats, Farana, and thank you for these beautiful drawings.
Yeah, definitely. Thank everybody. We're going to continue to do this. Well, we may as well go ahead and announce our next character. You guys can draw them. We're going to show them off in the videos, give you guys credit. We're going to use the images going forward. If we get 10 characters for the next batch, again, we'll do another billboard showing off all the characters in the park. All these won't be forgotten. You get to share your wonderful drawings with everybody in this video. So, but we have to narrow it down and pick one. So great job on this one, Farana, as well as everyone else. We love them all, really did. So we'll go ahead and make an announcement in Discord for you guys, and you can get started on our next one, which I think is Gulpy. We're gonna have some twists on him. So let's show off our document, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're updating the Cupcake Kingdom, or we're updating the document. You guys will have access to view this document down below, so you can get all the information you need on Cupcake Kingdom. I highly recommend, if you're building, you refer to this document first. So yeah, looking at this top-down view, this is a layout of our park. We have the red line here is going to be the main attraction that we talked about in previous videos, the Remotion tour story, and it goes down into this big cupcake thing and comes back out to Gulpy Island. The blue squiggly mess is going to be our coaster. We're gonna have a spinning coaster. It's gonna wrap around this. We're gonna pick one of our contractors to do that, and then moving on, here we go. This is the Cupcake Countess. Now, Farhan, if you're watching this, maybe, I don't know if you have a higher resolution. I definitely would like to try and get the highest possible. We will want people to maybe build over this, right? Or use it as reference to create all these fantastic signs that people have been doing. So looking at Cupcake Kingdom, our second section of Candyland, ruled by the Cupcake Countess here. The beautiful and sweet Cupcake Countess of Candyland rules with an iron fist. You just snuck that in there.
I did.
No ice cream, no chocolate, just pastry sweets like cake, donuts, cinnamon rolls. Oh yeah, forgot about that. And of course, cupcakes. Think sweet baked goods when making your blueprints. Thanks to Farana for the following picture. It is the official look of Candyland's Cupcake Countess. Boom. I have some great examples by Rohana. These links you guys will have access to. I'll open them up in a second here, but I also provided some screenshots. These were actually pulled out from her contest submission for the Planko Coaster Cup. Slice of Heaven. So, I mean, these cupcakes are phenomenal, and I think I have a link, the last link there, if you guys want to take a closer look at how she does these cupcake swirls, the icings, they all...
perfection.
Yeah. The pies, it's great. This stuff is amazing. Look at these long johns and little treats. They're so good. And I'm okay with people doing little strawberries and kiwis and touches of things that pop, as long as it's not overpowering, right? We don't want a fruit bowl. But it's okay to have some raspberries on a cake there. So beautiful examples by Rohana to kick things off. I think I've also asked her to upload these as separate blueprints. We will definitely be taking these. So let's look at a couple other examples by Rohana. I think she snuck this one in early because she just uploaded this to her workshop like today or wait, posted August 2nd. It's the last thing on her workshop. So maybe she had some foresight. Who knows? But there you go. It's a cupcake bathroom. I think that's a pretty good example.
Yeah, she says don't eat the building.
And then here we have the lemon cake staff room. She definitely had some foresight because she did this stuff before we announced it. So very interesting. I think this stuff would work really great for us. So we might be taking that as a Kickstarter, but they're just generally great examples for you guys. This is amazing.
It really is.
The big whipper, whipping cream. I mean, it's so many nice things about this. And it's a ride skin. It's got the thing whipping in the center. Could use a little bit of a better screenshot showing off that ride there. But holy moly, that is delicious.
There's a lot of star pieces there.
One thing, yeah, she does really well is the basic shapes layered like that to make it look like it came from one of these, what do you call it, icing canisters. It's fantastic. So keep this stuff in mind, the direction that she does this stuff in. I think you guys could take a lot of notes. And just offsetting that white to a slight cream, it just makes it look delicious. This was something we saw in the Blueprint Spotlights a couple days ago. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but you will. I'm not sure if I released that video yet. However, these are pirate cupcakes. I don't think they're going to work very well for this area because of the pirate theme, but we were thinking because Captain Lockjaw steals treats from all the different lands, this might be something great for him. He stole these, right?
Perfect for Candy Cove.
Yes, Candy Cove. And here's the Slice of Heaven, of course, which all that stuff I showed off in the screenshots came from. So if you want to download that, there's a link in the document. So great job, Rohana, providing us a lot of examples to get people thinking cakefied. That's my new term, guys. Cakefied. We went from canified to cakefied. So we're looking for some hero pieces. The contract section in Discord, you guys may have noticed some people in Discord have these pink names now. It says Candy Contractor. We have a special room that only shows up if you have that tag. It's for anybody working on our specialty items, and it worked out really great. It's just a nice place for us to talk specifically to these people working on these things. So what I'm going to be doing at the time of this video, or by the time you're watching this, I'm going to probably have removed all the Candy Contractor ranks from people, and we're starting over fresh. If you guys are interested in building any of these things,
and you are a expert, master, or legend,
thank you. Yep, we will give you the tag and you will come into the channel and start building. Now with the, as you guys will soon find out, and as you can see here, there's a little bit of a spoiler. It's fine. We'll show it off a little bit early. We can tease a little bit, okay? Just show people this is two awesome examples of what came out of our last contracts, and you guys will get a closer look at these tomorrow. These are two welcoming signs, and we only really needed one. So there comes a point like, do we choose one or do we use both? And at this point, we probably are just going to use both because they're just amazing. We can have multiple welcoming signs. But the idea is that everybody works on one, and it's a little bit of a mini contest, and we try to choose the best one. Or if we love them all, we try to use them all. We want to use as much as we can. We also want as much options as possible. So as long as everyone's okay knowing that they're working on the same thing, and they might not get used, it's a little bit of a caveat there, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we do need, we saw somebody make a basic shape line art of my last font. It was really nice. I would like someone to do that again. I chose a new font going into Cupcake Kingdom, a little bit of a neon handwritten, almost looks like icing, right? So we might actually just ask one person to do that, because whoever just does it. There can't be one that's better than the other, right? So that's something we need done. We need the Cupcake Countess sculpture. This could be a pretty big sculpture, right? As big as you need it to be to get that detail.
I mean, don't go crazy. We don't want her towering over everything.
Right, yeah, a fair size. As small as you can get it, I suppose. And I'm not opposed to someone doing a super small one and someone else doing a larger one. And that's the fun about people going, I'm going to tackle this and do it my way. And then we go, oh, both of these are good. So we never know, but that's something we need done. And we have the reference art for you. So we also need that font. Through this, I think it's nice, like, as you come back to this land, you see the Cupcake Kingdom. But also when you first enter, it's nice seeing a welcoming sign. And this kind of was something that we discovered through the last section, that people were doing these really cool things like you see here, and it's like, why didn't we think to ask for that? So now we're asking for it. Whatever you can think of for Cupcake Kingdom, if you want to do a 2D art that says welcome to, or you want to do a 2D art version of our Cupcake Countess, I would love that if someone could do the 2D version like this, and welcome to Cupcake Kingdom, have some cupcakes around, whatever you think of. I think a welcome sign like one of these would be welcomed. While we did say we're going to contract the coaster out based off of this little thingy here, we would like someone to build the coaster station, because I think it's going to be something advanced. We did ask in the previous section someone to do our track ride station, but the coaster designer actually built the station into the land. You guys will see that in the spotlight. But this one, I think it's going to be something complicated that we need someone to spend a few days on, or as long as possible, to get it right. So we're thinking some sort of like cake factory station where these come spinning out of.
Yeah.
This was our kind of specifications: a spinning spiral coaster with 8 trains. So that's what we're looking for all of our hero pieces. If you are interested, message Chant and say, I want to build the cake factory. You do have to be an expert, master, or legend. Message Chant, ask her to become a candy contractor, and you're interested in working on this. She'll add you to our little list, give you the contractor tag, and answer any questions you have. And I will be keeping an eye on that chat too, so I will also continue to answer any further questions once you guys are in. All right, moving on to what you guys are all interested in. Everybody in the community can work on these. Anyone, any rank, any specialty, you guys are all allowed to work on this stuff. I've provided you with a color palette that we're looking for. We want these very light pastel colors throughout your designs. If you go with green, go with a very light green. If you go with blue, go with a very light baby blue. These are pretty saturated. I would much prefer on the lighter side. How about you, Chant?
I agree. I think we should try to keep it on the lighter side. That being said, the choice of Cupcake Countess, she's got kind of a dark red.
Yeah, and that's why I put these color pops in, but I think it's good to say, let's just say you did some sort of icing, have little tiny sprinkles that are this darker color. Have a cherry that's this darker color.
Yeah.
Do those accents, the popped saturated colors on top of your base color being something very pastel-y on these left-hand columns, and that's what I hope to see from you guys. So the blueprints, we need you guys to make the following and anything else creative that you can think of related to cakes, pastries, donuts, as Chant has mentioned, cinnamon rolls. I didn't think of that one. So please avoid the following: no ice cream, because we have an ice cream land; no licorice, we have a licorice lane; no chocolates, because we have a cocoa bog. Accents are allowed, because obviously you have chocolate icing on a cupcake, or you have like a tiny little chocolate on top of something, right? So the accents are good, the icing is fine. Just
don't make a main chocolate item, something focuses all around chocolate.
Don't make me a Snickers bar. No Hershey's Kisses, maybe one on top of a cake or something. No gummies, because that's the next place we're going to, and obviously nothing from Fairground Farms. So whatever you've already seen and what you will see over the coming days, just don't do that stuff, and you guys know where we're at. So these are the kind of things we're looking for. Again, cupcakes, cakes, pastries, cake villas, little houses made of pastries, so background scenery. This also could be gingerbread houses, so think of that. We need shops. So this was something I forgot to ask for the challenge, and I had a post in Discord later on for the last challenge. I completely forgot about shops. So cookies and cream shops, like an Oreo and milk. Maybe it sells Missy Goods on one side and Cosmic Cow on the other, but you reskin the shop to hide that. So they're selling Oreos and milk. Cookie dough shops, donut shops. It's obviously just a Missy Goods, however you want to decorate that. A cake shop, gingerbread shop, and milk or milkshakes is good from Cosmic Cow because we need to sell beverages. However, just don't brand it Cosmic Cow. Cover it up with some sort of princess or Countess. Oh my god. So think about our Countess. Try not to put cow all over it, and yeah, put pretty tiaras on there, cupcakes or something. And then we need fences, lamps, and stuff like that, and ride skins, cakeified ride skins. Think of spinning stuff. You know, a lot of the spinning stuff goes really good. The Monty Leon can spin around a cake or a cupcake. There's a lot of spinning rides in this game that will work perfect here. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We just don't want like a forge crane or I don't know, something super intense that really just doesn't work. So we'll leave it up to you guys. You got to sell it to us. At the end of the day, if you do a good enough job and we think it's perfect for this area, we're going to try to use it. Yeah, that's cool. And here's some examples that Chant found on Pinterest. Yep. Look at that. That's freaking amazing. These shops are amazing. Candified, cakeified buildings and cupcakes. That's adorable. I like that.
Yeah, I had fun looking for pictures for this.
And you guys are free to go to Pinterest yourself and come up with all your ideas. These are some basic examples. We want our whole land to encompass this sort of stuff at the end of the day. Boom. So there we go. Anything else to add, Chant?
Well, I was wondering if we wanted to add entertainer point to our
yeah, that's a
pieces. Yeah.
We could have an entertainer point. Yeah, we can.
I don't know if you wanted to do that again or not, but we did for the last one. So.
We did for the last one, so yeah, let's throw in a entertainer point. Put that right here. So if that's something that interests you as well, let us know. We just need somewhere that she stands. And honestly, for this one, I think what you could do is try to make a mini red velvet cupcake on a path where she can't move. And so the real princess is in the cupcake. Does that make sense? Right?
That's awesome.
It would work.
You'll have to like turn off employee sadness so that she'll just always be happy.
Yeah, there's just sunken into That could work though. I think that would be a nice little entertainer point because then we would dress her up. But we also want someone to make us a statue version, so lots of really cool stuff to do for this section. It's a little bit more girly and it's a completely different vibe, but that's what we're going for each time. Fairground Farms is very lively, kiddish. It's kid-friendly, family-friendly, vibrant colors, and now we're going into the light pinks, the girly colors, and the pastel-y feel of things, and all the lovely pastries. So completely different feel going into this, so I'm really excited to see what you guys do.
Yep.
Get to baking. All right, wonderful stuff, guys, and for all the viewers who have been tuning in, wondering, okay, we just did back-to-back challenges. We will be recording all the blueprint spotlights for everything that was created for Fairground Farms tomorrow, as well as showing off a coaster, and then I'm gonna get building and pass it around, and we're gonna have some let's builds, and we're gonna, I guess, have a mini park spotlight at the end, show it all off and what it looks like. And by that time, we're gonna have all the freaking cupcake stuff in. We will announce the Gulpy challenge at some point, and it's just gonna keep going like this. That's how it works. It's an interesting progress. What is that the word? Process. There we go.
Close enough.
All right, that's it, right?
I believe so.
Okay, there you guys go. If you're watching this video now, all the information is going to be in Discord. The channels are set up. If you're interested in doing a hero piece and you're an expert plus, be sure to message Chant. We'll get you on it. We're going to reset all the contractors, and you guys can get building right away. All right, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye now.
Bye.